Good afternoon, this is Roger Thunderhands with the Red Road channel. Whole lot of shaking going on. Remember that song? Well, that would apply right now to Mother Earth. Unsi Maka, or Sophia, whatever you want to call her. I figured I should do this video because I had a lucid dream today, and it was pretty intense. And it's about what's going on with the seismic and volcanic activity on the Earth right now, on the planet, in case you weren't aware of that. And you can scroll around to the different geological channels and check it out for yourself. I'm not going to sit here and put up a bunch of videos from other people, because most of them, even the scientific ones, and there's some good ones, there's some geological channels that combine spirituality with science, let's say. But what is science? Science is spirituality. But they can't quite figure out what's going on the planet right now. And I'm here to give you a shaman's point of view, because some people out there rely on me for that. And so this is what I see is happening. We got volcanic activity all over the earth right now. We got seismic activity all over the earth. There's clusters in Ethiopia and in Santorini, Greece, and the Caribbean, the Cayman Islands, in Texas, in all kinds of parts of the world. The whole planet is basically going through, I feel, and that's the key word here, you have to feel it. It's not about graphs and charts and this and that. It's scientific evidence, which at some point is just a guess when it comes to the planet, the cosmos, completely in the dark about some things. And so you have to go to what Castaneda said as an alternate reality, which shamans do all the time. Me included in that. So there is definitely something going on the planet right now. Now you figure in the orb factor too. Let's figure that in, because let's not forget the planet in the ionosphere and the whole surrounding aura, let's say, of the planet is a plasmic situation. It's a plasmic event in motion all the time, has been since day one, dating clear back to the beginning of time, all right? And you would have to research time, you would have to go back and do different philosophies and different archaeological digs and all of that good stuff. Incidentally, while I'm here, let me kind of apologize. I don't know if I really want to apologize. I get heated sometimes about certain things, and I'll throw out a few four-letter words, more than a few. I know some people out there are, let's say, conditioned to not be totally, susceptible or not susceptible. Receptive is the word I'm looking for that type of thing. But hey, on this channel, that's what you're going to get. So, but I realize I did get a little heated concerning the Gaza thing last time, and it was rightfully so. So I'm not really apologizing. I guess I'm just informing you as what to expect or not to expect. But let's get back to the Earth. and the geological events that are happening. You have an interaction. If you wanted to use, let's say, Hindu mythology, you would might liken to what's happening in the cosmos right now with the sun, which is Indra, and the earth, Vajra or Vajravalasi. It's an interaction. It's a cosmic interaction. It's a masculine and feminine interaction. It's a planetary tantra yoga union. But in that union, you have some climactic moments, if you get my drift. You know, with any union, whether it's sexual, primal, or whatever, you have climactic moments, which are great. That's what's going on right now. There is a climactic moment, or let's say an orgasmic moment, if you wanted to put it into primal tantric yoga type language, is going on right now. So the orbs, all right, I think that's where I left off. I just channel, sort of. I just speak, and so I might jump around. The orbs are a plasmic event. The orbs that people are seeing in the skies, that is the star nation, because it's part of the cosmos. And they seem to be at a high rate of activity. Now, these orbs are sometimes called UFO'S. I call it the star nation. Entity consciousness. They seem to be at a high rate right now all around the world, and people are wondering about that too. All these unanswered questions. Just tune into this channel and I'll give you some food for thought anyway. So, naturally, if there's some type of interaction going on, some kind of climactic event between the sun and in the cosmos in general, I mean, I'm feeling that it's not only the sun, but it's also there are events taking place or about to take place in the star nation or in the stars, like say Betelgeuse exploding, which is it's due to, if it hasn't already, and that would be a supernova, all right, and a supernova will definitely affect the planet. So you have to take all things into consideration. You can't just look at Indra and Vajra. You have to look at the whole cosmos, the whole emanation, okay, of divine intelligence. And of course, during this type of situation, you're going to have appearances. So when there's ripples in the earth, when there's ripples on the planet, you better believe that there's ripples everywhere else, okay? And you can call these ripples energy waves, plasmic waves, magnetic waves, electricity, lots of electricity. So when this happens, things will start acting differently. Now you got the planes falling out of the sky too. I'll just throw this into the mix since I'm a fully rated pilot and all that stuff. My main concentration right now is spirituality and shamanism and alternate realities and indigenous connection with that. When you see a bunch of aircraft falling out of the sky, that might very possibly be due to magnetic anomalies with their instruments, or which, let's say it might not even be their instruments, it might be electronic circuitry within the instruments. All these instruments are run off of electronic circuitry or vacuum pump, which is also, that's basically more connected to the engine, but electronic circuitry in these big heavy aircraft like 767s, 777s, heavies, is massive, all right? And any kind of magnetic flux, all right, in the universe, whether they know it or not, is going to affect maybe even flight controls, all right? Been getting a whole bunch of aircraft accidents, aircrafts falling out. Hell, what, 2-3 days ago, another one crashed right into an area that I lived in, San Diego, crashed right into the bay, right where I used to go out on Shelter Island and just sit out there and enjoy the seagulls, and probably crashed about 100 feet from where I used to kick back on the tip of Shelter Island and check everything out and feel the cool breeze and all that stuff. So there is definitely airplanes falling out of the sky. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And there's all kinds of, like, I'm noticing on air traffic control, you got all kinds of missed approaches, and you got confused people, and you got people that are lost, and people that can't control their airplanes and don't know where they are. And so I feel like this is all connected. I feel like the orbs, the plasma is appearing, and that's a consciousness, see? That has to be definitely identified and taken into account, that that is a consciousness. And this consciousness, since we're in the soup, let's say, Grandmother Earth, Grandfather Sky, the whole etheric realm that we walk around in, everything is energy. Well, of course, you're going to, not only if there's a magnetic anomaly, you're going to start seeing things, because, or becoming one with things, all right? If you're a shaman, you see this, you feel this, you know what's going on. Or anybody that is a yogi, a heightened sense of, let's say, consciousness or frequency, is going to know what's going on a feeling level, all right, or a dream level, or a lucid dream level. So when this magnetic anomaly occurs, it occurs within you, within your body. We can't be separated from the planet, the cosmos. We are all one. All my relations, that's what the Lakota mean. We are all connected. There is no disconnect. The only disconnect is if you're not enlightened enough to realize the connect, right? So you're going to feel a lot of stuff. Now, is this event, is this like, and it is a climactic event in my estimation, or feelings, or let's say connection, contact with that realm. And that dream I had was very, very vivid. Okay, about all the what's going on with the planet. I was standing in the middle of it, so I know, and it was real. And so we might be seeing an uptick, a real big, a whole lot of shaking going on. Hell, it could even happen at the New Madrid fault, because there was an earthquake in Texas. So I know that the New Madrid fault there is huge and has been thought about in terms of that splitting apart and just splitting America right down the middle. That's not science fiction. That's what they have come up with through their charts and everything from geological history and the past and anything like that. So you got that, and then you got, of course, you got faults all over the place, particularly in California, all right, and other places like Santorini and Ethiopia, and even in Yellowstone. And these are giant calderas, all right. I'm not here to freak anybody out. I'm just here to discuss from a spiritual viewpoint what I think might be happening right now. I've always talked about magnetic pole shifts and dimensional shifts, but nobody was really around during the magnetic pole shift, so how do we know that that wasn't a dimensional shift as well? You get my drift here? Anybody that was around at that time is no longer with us. That was thousands and thousands of years ago, and there's been all kinds of talk about civilizations, massive civilizations in the Mayan and in the Anasazi people in the Southwest and all over the world. Machu Picchu and everywhere, Peru. So you gotta think about all this stuff. All right, it's all it's kind of like a connecting the dots type thing. Connect all the dots, and so there have been cycles and changes in the past, and I said it many times about Hopi prophecy, Mayan prophecy, indigenous prophecy, whatever, indicates that we're way overdue, in my humble estimation, for something of this nature. Now, whether this backs off, whether this is a momentary thing, remains to be seen. But that's not my feeling. I'm feeling like, yes, it's going to be a momentary thing, but it's going to be a big thing. And I can say without a doubt that I definitely feel a huge paradigm shift right now going on, because you can even see it in politics. Politics is going crazy right now. It's changing hugely with the sign of a name, right? It's changing big time. And what the outcome of that will be, or if there's enough time, see. The nations have their plans on Earth, and then the Star Nation and the Cosmos and Unsi Maka and Sophia, okay, they have their own schedule. You know, it's not able to be controlled by mankind. Okay, and if that's happening, then mankind is all of a sudden going to go off the rails and try to save themselves somehow. And this all will be reflected in the goings on in geopolitics and politics in general. They're all connected. Maybe these goings on, these machinations, these plans by the nations are being picked up by Sophia or Mother Earth as like, no. And again, Mother Earth is part of the Star Nation. It's all one. It's all connected. It's all one fluid, mass, plasmic, etheric movement. So, take this for what it's worth. Just remember, when craziness happens on Earth, we're all magnetic. We're all magnetic, all right? We are in the magnetosphere. We are enclosed in the battery of Mother Earth consciousness, but also there's a magnetic flow. There's an electricity flow, a pranic flow. If you go back to Hindu mythology, it's prana, it's chi, it's in our body. If you go back to any, like ancient China, the Chinese mythology is that it's all chi. India is prana. The best thing that I would advise right now is to, as all this is happening, you could say all this is happening, and a lot of people are feeling this on a physical level, I've noticed. They're having aches and pains and headaches, and sometimes they'll bump into things and misplace things, and kind of like off center, or not a centered feeling, not a grounded feeling. But the best thing to do is to meditate right now. And I'm into advanced meditation, and I've taught many techniques on this channel. If you just go back and look. But the main thing you want to do right now to review just a simple technique is to breathe into your abdomen, do abdominal breathing. And if you don't know how to do abdominal breathing, then I suggest that you check one of my past videos on that, or just look it up. Ask whoever you want, Google, AI, whatever you use. Do some abdominal deep breathing through the nose with your spine straight and the tongue on the roof of your mouth. And when you breathe in, you can say Hong, H-O-N-G, Hong, like Hong Kong. And when you breathe out, you say Sa, Hong Sa. That's an ancient kriya meditation technique. So you're basically just relaxed. You're watching your breathing and breathing deeply into your abdomen. Basically, abdominal breathing is just lowering the diaphragm when you breathe in, and it raises when you breathe out. But you want to do that type of breathing. You want to sit up straight. You want to put the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just relax and watch your breath. Just watch your breath. And when you breathe in, you say Hong. And when you breathe out, you say Sa. You don't have to say it out loud. You say it to yourself. Okay, you can say it out loud for a while, but because the vibration of that is a heavy thing too. Mantras, vibrations are part of the electricity, part of the sound, part of the cosmic sound of Om. So anyway, I had to put this video out there because I felt like I had to. I was told to. So take this for what it's worth. See, I get frustrated when I watch all these new guys out there. I mean, there's billions. I mean, the list is endless of the names that are sometimes I wonder if this is an all AI program shit. all these things on YouTube popping up, people I never heard of, and they got the big microphone, and they got the background, and they're all authorities, and there's very few authorities out there, people. Just let me mention that, please. Been around long enough, been around the block a few times. It's all about money. It's all about money, baby. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Please subscribe to my Substack. You can do it free. Okay, so it's not about money with me, although it does help support this channel. But and it's needed. But if you go to Substack, and I'll put it in the show notes, you can subscribe there in the Red Road, and that way it's a way to connect with me, to talk to me. It's a way to see material that I've written that you're not going to find on YouTube. And then if you, my books are on there, Emergence and Listen to the Wind, and so just subscribe for free, and if you like it, if you feel like you want to support the channel, then you can go paid, and I'm going to lower the price on that too. I think I'm going to lower it down to about, it was $8, I think I'm going to lower it down to about $5 a month for that, so people can, if they want to, they're not constrained to have to pay such a high price. And that price was put on there by Substack, so I will have to dig into that and see how that can be changed. But anyway, it was nice talking to you, and take into account what I said today. I feel things are quickening. That's basically why I had to get on here today. Things are quickening here. And again, whether it's just a ripple, a warning, let's say, it's still everything I said is the truth. And the things I see are the truth, as in the whole lot of shaking going on, bigger than what it's going on now. This could be a precursor, we'll see. But anyway, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, and like the video and all that stuff. I'll leave it there. Whoopee la, aho.